Welcome to Efteling! We are here today at the Efteling theme park here in the Netherlands to find out if this is the best theme park in Europe. Now, we have been here before, so we might have a slightly biased view, but we're going to come and see what it's like for 2026 and obviously give you our full thoughts and experiences along the way. Very, very excited to be back here at Efteling because it is a particularly special weekend that we're putting this to the test. So today is the Saturday of the opening weekend of a brand new ride. So I think this will be a great time to see what the crowds are like, operations are like, what things are open, what the food is going to be like. So we're going to try and see as much as we can today on this Saturday and hopefully have an amazing day here at Efteling. And we're in. So we've come in about midday because we've literally just arrived here today. So if you saw our travel day here, that was our last week's video. This is now us entering the park, literally pretty much right around 12 o'clock here. So I think we're just figuring out what to do. George wants to do a ride first, so we're going to have a look at some wait times, and I think next on the list after a ride will be some food. So let's have a look at what rides we've got, what's not too long, and then jump on one of them and probably have a look at what food offerings we've got here in the park. So as I say, we're going to try and do as much as possible today and see how it compares. You know, we're just trying to see what Efteling is going to be like this year. Is it the best theme park in Europe? Potentially could have that rivalry. Is it better than Disney? A lot of people compare it to Disney because there's obviously a lot of like fairy tales and things like that that are similar. Other people say it's completely different. It is completely different, but we'll obviously let you know our thoughts at the end as well as to where would be the best place to come for a weekend like this, because if you're coming from the UK, the drive to Efteling and the drive to Disney probably about the same amount of time. So, you know, where's it best to invest your time? Here we go. We have Vogel Rock is up over there. I love the entrance to that ride. See if we get on that today, if not tomorrow, but that is an amazing indoor coaster. Absolutely love it. Fan favourite, particularly with the children. We've got Carnaval Festival. We love that. And then we've obviously got Symbolica at the spinning boats over there as well. So I think we're just gonna head down. We was considering Carnaval Festival as the first ride, but I think that's got about a 25-minute wait, so a little bit lengthy at the moment. But I feel like if you don't start on Carnival Festival, then there's really only one other place that you can go, and that's got to be Fata Morgana. So let's have a wander down there, because I think the wait time might only be 15 for that, and we love Fata Morgana. So here we are, kind of in the centre of the park, Symbolica. Absolutely beautiful ride. Just heading down the middle now towards Fata Morgana. We will be popping here in one of the vlogs. This is the place that you can go for pancakes. So that is on the list. We do have that booked. Got some fountains here, kids are in it. But yeah, absolutely beautiful park. This is also the first time we have been here since the Efteling Grand Hotel has opened up. We kind of wanted to stay there, but we then decided to do the trip on the cheap. So this is very, very pricey in comparison to the Efteling Wonder. We will have a full vlog of the Efteling Wonder Hotel though, but this is the Grand. Do let us know if you would like a full tour and to see us stay there, because we seem to come to Efteling pretty much every year. And we're here, trekked all the way through the park, but we are at Fata Morgana. Doesn't look too bad, the queue, hopefully. I reckon it'll be less than the 15 minutes that it says. But yeah, gonna head on this one first. I think it's such a classic ride here at Efteling. Very excited to get back on it. Let's go check it out, see if we can see that tiger. Our journey through the Middle East there with the Wizard and Fata Morgana. That is such a great ride. Their attention to detail is amazing. Great smells in there, great animatronics. The tiger's the favourite one. The guy with the weird balls around his neck, he's interesting. He's a interesting fellow. But yeah, probably about 10 minutes. So not too bad at all for our first ride here. So overall, that is by far a big win. I think they moved the prams around here because ours has gone for a walk. Okay, let's see if we can go find the pram. And next, on the hunt for some food, we have come into Bush Kluch. I don't know how you say that. For lunch, got the sort of value meals, what we got. So chips, chicken nuggets, little ones that one, some onions for some reason, and a beer for like €9.40. Yeah, that is not too bad. So that was lunch at whatever this place is there. Popular stuff. And yeah, so those nuggets, they were not chicken, they were vegan. I then found out it wasn't very obvious. We did have the menu in English, but I don't know, they just said nuggets, I assumed it was chicken. Clearly I was wrong. Apparently, yeah, they had a little V next to them afterwards, yeah, which I just completely missed, so probably my fault. But yeah, they did taste alright. I'm not a big fan of vegan food, but yeah, I got into it, I was like, not chicken. Yeah, they were vegetarian or vegan nuggets, something like that, but it was alright. They didn't want it, seem to notice, so that's the main thing. Now, she's been asking to go on a roller coaster. And there's only one roller coaster, unfortunately, she can do with a height of about 1 metre, and that is Max Moritz. I suppose maybe 2 roller coasters, like side by side. They go kind of different directions, but yeah. So we're going to head over there. That's going to be our first roller coaster of the day. Let's go check it out. Just did the Max side of Max and Moritz. Slightly disappointed this time, which is a real shame because I love that coaster. It's a brilliant family coaster. You sort of go around twice, sort of going a bit faster the second time, but the music wasn't playing. Normally you get like music like blasted into the sort of train. No music at all. You know what? It's the first time I've done it without the music. It really takes away from it. It's so much better with the music. So I don't know if it's just an issue at the moment today, but we'll definitely be back on it again in the next few days. So we'll see if it persists. I hope they get it sorted because it is so much better with the music. But now we're just heading back up the centre again. Little one wants an ice cream, so we're going to go find some themed ice cream, I think. And then we might try Symbolica. That is one of my favourite rides in Europe, that one. Yeah, so far it has been a great day. Already got a couple of rides ticked off. Didn't come in till midday. Already had lunch as well, and it's only 2:30. So overall, so far operation's been pretty good. So a bit of a letdown with the music from Max and Moritz. That's been the only letdown so far. And as I say, food here is pretty good as well. Anyway, let's go find some ice cream. So we're just down from Symbolica, which is where we come for the ice cream. And they have Symbolica themed ice creams. So they've got one for the Heroes Tour, one for the Music Tour, one for the Treasures Tour. She wants the blue one, so that's what we're going to get, which will be the Heroes Tour. The Symbolica ice cream. The blue one was covered in like a hazelnut sauce with like blue sprinkles on top and like a little chocolate crown. I don't remember them being there before, so I think they're quite new. But yeah, great to see the themed food. It was very nice. However, I think the strawberry one's going to be the best, so we might try that one out another day. But yeah, overall, very, very nice. Was the Heroes Tour on Symbolica. I think Symbolica is probably our favourite ride here. It is absolutely brilliant. Such a lovely, lovely ride here at Efteling. It was having some technical issues today, so when we were sort of sitting there, it stopped. Had to wait a while to get going, and then twice during the ride as well. Sort of once about halfway, and once towards the end, it kind of stopped again. So yeah, not the smoothest run through, which you know, when that happens, does take away from it. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, it is a truly, truly great trackless dark ride. Just having a wander through the park now. I can really smell the donuts that are over there. I think we might need to try them out one day. You can see absolutely beautiful day today. I'm not sure if we're gonna get such great weather the rest of the days that we're here. Hopefully we will, but we've certainly lucked out today. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now it's time to get that theme tune stuck in our heads. Da, 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 da. It is a Carnaval Festival. This is the longest we've ever queued for it, but George wanted to get it done today. It says 20. There she is. Tends to move, so constantly going, so hopefully it won't be too much more than that, or hopefully less. It does seem to be moving, so fingers crossed. But yeah, it's been a great day so far. We've had a brilliant time. Food has been good so far. Rides have been good. Managed to get quite a lot done. You know, sort of half day here. We'll jump on this one and then see what we're going to do next. Carnival Festival, a family favourite there. We do love that ride. I think that's probably my favourite version of that kind of around the world type of journey, which go on with Jokey and Jet, which is great. I think the only one that can beat it is the one in Tokyo Disneyland, because that's got like all the Marvel characters and Groot and that in it. So that was like exceptional. But I think these are better some of the Disney ones like Paris and Florida. I prefer to do that one. I just think it's a great version of it. But yeah, absolutely love Carnival Festival. So for dinner tonight, we have come here to the Saga restaurant in the Efteling Wonder Hotel. Let's take a look at the menu and see what is on offer. So here we go, here's the menu. So how it works, you can either go for 4 dishes for $42.50, or you can go for 5 dishes for $47.50. And then you can choose up to 2 from each of the 3 chapters, but no more than 2 within one chapter. So chapter 1's more starters, things like bruschetta, carpaccio, salad, melon and ham, salmon, burrata and soup. Chapter 2 is more of your mains, so you've got fried chicken, ribs, steak, ravioli, fish, cabbage, gnocchi, fish and chips and burgers. You then got your side dishes that are extra. And then chapter 3 is like your desserts, so caramel and banana, cheesecake, chocolate, cheese board or coffee or tea with sweets. Then on the back you have the kids menu, which is 3 courses for $25 per person. So you get sort of 1 from each of the chapters. Chapter 1, tomato soup, vegetable sticks, burrata, carpaccio or crispy wrapped chicken. Chapter 2, got crispy chicken fillet, mini cheeseburger, steaks, pasta, fish. Or chapter 3, you've got your Dame Blanche, apple dessert, chocolate dessert, vanilla hang pop, and or choco mel and sweet treats. And then apparently it includes a small surprise. I tell you, you can select up to 2 dishes per chapter, and the dishes will be served chapter by chapter. So here's some of the drinks. George has gone for the non-alcoholic cocktail, €4, Sprite and I'm not sure what else.
Sprite, lime and mint.
There you go, Sprite, lime and mint. Looks very, very blue. Chapter 1 has come, so George has the Fata Morgana salad. I don't actually think it's Fata Morgana, I think it's someone else from the storybook place, but there we go.
Beetroot salad.
So beetroot salad. This one is the mozzarella. It's got a little rose on top. And then over here I've got, so this is the melon and ham. Looks lovely, little Efteling person there. And then for the 5 courses, this is the bruschetta. Let's give it a go. Okay, let's start off with some of that ham and the melon. Like a Parma ham, very nice. The melon. Also very good. It's got like a garnishy coating on it. It's very premium, very nice. And then the bruschetta, as you saw, it's like a trio of 3 different ones. I don't know which one to start off with. Anyway, let's give this one a try. It's got like all sorts of veggies on it. Yeah, overall, chapter 1 is a winner. Starters were good, and he is the main. George has the duo sliders, gluten-free, plus the steak. There's a bit of mashed potato there. What have you got?
That's ribs.
Ribs.
And that's gnocchi.
Gnocchi. This is the fried chicken, Asian fried chicken. And then this is the fish and chips, which I think looks really good. And that is for the little one, this one. Okay, excited to give it a go. Let's start off with trying a bit of the fish and chips. Sharing it with the little one. Okay, it comes with some sort of mushy peas, I think. Yeah, that's good. The fries just look like normal American style fries. They're not like what I'd call chips that you'd have with fish and chips. And then this is the like Asian southern fried chicken. That one is definitely the winner. Mains were another winner. Really enjoyed them. Next up is dessert. This is what we've gone for there. It looks really good, this one. I think this, looks-wise, this is the highlight. So I swapped out dessert for one on the kids menu for the little one. And this is what we got. It's literally a chocolate tree out of the fairytale forest. How cool is that? Anyway, give it to her now. I'm sure she will love it. And this one is a look of the cheesecake off the adults menu. Looks really cool. Like a, I think that's the coin that you can get out the goat's bum. There you go. Look how cool that is. That's the coin. The chocolate tree. That one's a winner. George's been talking about that for a year. It is very good. It's like a kind of cold chocolate mousse in the shape of a tree, kind of quite dense with candy floss on top. There was a biscuit inside and some, I don't know, grass around the outside, which was like icing. But yeah, that was really nice. Overall, a great meal here at the Saga restaurant in the Efteling Wonder Hotel. Highly recommend coming down and checking this out for dinner. And that is a wrap on our day here at Efteling. So what do we think of the park? It is a great park. It is beautiful. You know, just take a look at Vogel Rock over there. Absolutely stunning. We're going to do that one hopefully first thing tomorrow morning, some of this. So please do subscribe if you want to catch that vlog next week. But yeah, as I say, it's a beautiful park. It's incredibly well maintained and kept. So I love some of the sort of the nuances around here, you know, things like the fact that there's no fast passes. I actually really like that. So you get in a queue, actually gets moving, you know, everyone's kind of having the same experience of the day. I really do actually quite like that. The queues here, not too bad, which is great. You know, I think the longest queue I've seen today maybe 50, 55. But yeah, nothing really gets above that, and once things get going, they do moving. I'd say a couple of technical issues on some of the rides, no music on Max Moritz, that bit was a bit of a shame. And Symbolica seemed to be a bit glitchy or something. Other things here, the food, all really great quality and fairly reasonably priced as well. So that is always great to see. So the big question, is it the best theme park in Europe? I think so. We've been to quite a few in Europe, like Disney, been to like Fantasyland as well, and obviously loads and loads in the UK. This far exceeds anything in the UK. Nothing in the UK can compete with this, that's for sure. I think there are other good ones in Europe, like Fantasyland, that is another good one. But I think for families, this is the one. This is by far the best. And as for, is this better than Disney? I think it is. I think the overall package, price, what you get for your money, if you're going somewhere just to have a great day and get that kind of magical feeling, Efteling will deliver that for you. So I am very happy that this weekend we've chosen to come here as opposed to going the other direction and driving towards Disneyland Paris. Yeah, so that's our thoughts on that one. Well, we hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. We would massively appreciate that. If you want to catch the rest of our Efteling journey, please do hit that subscribe button as well. Anyway, still lots more to come. Hope that you've enjoyed it, but until next time, bye bye.